Well, so I started tearing into the Fairlane a little bit. I have the radiator out. I have the wheels off of it. Reason I have the wheels off of it is because, you know, I was checking some things out. I was putting like this panhard bar and stuff in, and I stuck my finger, my pinky, in the rear end. I don't know if you can see that, but it doesn't look good. And so I pulled the wheels, and then I spun this. That is not supposed to do that. So, to add one more thing to our list, we are going to pull these axles, pull the center section out of this 9-inch, and then see where we got to go from there. I really don't know. Not something I expect to do. Hopefully I can clean it out. I'll check the backlash on the center section. Hopefully it's just the bearings on the end. Get some new ones stuck in here and be on about our way and continue on to everything else we need to do on this car before power tour starts. So, this is dirty. I even ordered new shackle bushings. I ordered a new AC compressor. I ordered new lease ring shackle bushings. The stationary panhard bar showed up. Yeah, I've ordered all kinds of stuff, really, actually. Sway bar bushings, new door locks, just in case any of y'all got a key to my car, change the locks. You ain't gonna be able to use it. Got a new gas tank in it, brand new. So I'm gonna get this rear end pulled apart real quick. And the other thing is, I can't drain it. I tried draining it, and it's smaller than a normal 3/8 freaking drive. So I shaved one down. Guess what? It broke off in there. So when I pull this center section, oil's just gonna go everywhere. If there's even oil in it, I don't know. At this point, I don't know what to do with myself. So I'm gonna pull these axles and stuff. It's ridiculous. I mean, that bearing feels really good. I mean, it feels fine. So, I wonder if it's something in the center section that's bad. Alright, let's pull the center section. I will say this. Almost every one of these stinking bolts was pretty dang loose. Or nuts. These nuts. The car had loose nuts. At the same time, this is not a good situation to be in at the moment, especially just starting this. Well, I mean, I guess it's better finding this now than like a couple days before power tour, but it's been leaking. I know it's been leaking. I've been wanting to address it, I just haven't. So, what better time than now? That gear oil is full of metal. It's like a glitter bomb. Like whenever I just painted Shelby's Jeep. That's what it looks like. Man, that's not good. Hopefully I'm just overreacting. Maybe, just maybe, the rear end was rebuilt. Hypothetically speaking. Rear end was rebuilt, center section rebuilt. Somebody stuck it in here with a crappy gasket, but say it was rebuilt, put it in there, and this is like, because they always say you have like wear-in type of shavings. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. We'll get it apart, or we'll get pulled out because the center section weighs as much as I do. Let this drain a little bit, and then check it out. I don't know. Kind of nervous. gosh, it's so heavy. Oh, shit! Woo! Call me a wussy, I don't care. That thing's heavy as crap. Oh my, that is not good. Watch when I do this. Watch the color of the gear oil. That is not good. And the bottom I can feel. Ah. Is there a magnet in here? What is that? I don't know what that is. God, there's like shavings everywhere in the bottom. Not good. I'm gonna look at the housing, or the center chunk. So, I've determined these bearings are fine, pinion bearings fine, backlash is good. The limited slip inside this, I'm pretty sure broke. Here's a piece of it, fell out. I don't wanna say, man, I don't know. I don't want to say the Coyote broke the limited slip in here, but this was the very first year of the Ford 9-inch ever. I don't know if anybody knows that. The 57 Fairlane was the first, or 57 cars were the first vehicles ever to get a Ford 9-inch. So this is a very original Ford 9-inch. They were not designed for the type of power people say they are, but then again, everything happens in evolution or progression. I don't know. For all I know is this isn't a very strong limited slip in this thing. So I don't know if I can let it ride or what, because I mean it's on the inside. I don't know, I feel like if that breaks it could wipe out the drive, because that's what spins both axles. I don't know, I'm gonna talk to a couple people. If I have to, I might buy a whole new center chunk for this thing for Power Tour just to be safe, but at this moment I really don't feel that comfortable running this thing. And actually 35 by 10, so that means this is 350 gear. That don't seem right. 350 gear? Well, yeah, because I think whenever I look, because it doesn't have a tag or nothing on it. I think I took a guess on it whenever I did my programming. So, it shows it has a 350 gear, which is a pretty steep gear, which kind of makes sense because I mean it got some power down low. But let me talk to a few people, see what I can come up with. Might have to come back to the rear end in a couple days or something. I really am glad I found this now. I really am. So yeah, guess we'll continue taking the rest of the car apart. We'll drop the exhaust out of it. I want to build a new cross member, AC and stuff, so I gotta pull the old AC system and everything out. So let's move this off to the side and get to it. Start ripping into some more stuff, see what we can find. Because I think right now, as of today, we're sitting at like 46 days or something before we leave, or before we start the tour. So really, I only have like 43 days, something like that. So, see what I can do. Saying this was not part of the plan, guys. Oh, wow. All right, well, we need to add a few things to this list. For one, ball joints. I feel like I need to redo this. We need to do this right. I'll be back. We're gonna try not to ride as big. Number one, AC system. Radiator and fan. Okay. So, as you'll know, the rear end's busted, but got it under control. Got another one on the way. I don't want to jinx it. We're not going to talk about it or anything until it gets here. I'm going to order axles tomorrow. We are going with a 31 spline. We're upgrading. We're taking this opportunity to do some upgrades, so that's what we're doing. So, rear end third member. Big asterisk next to that. Next to that. So, while we're there, I'm gonna replace the leaf springs. I know, y'all are like, golly, you're getting carried away. I'm carried away, I am. Leaf spring. Ball joints. Burnout. Guess how much we can scratch off this list? None. Let's finish taking this apart. First off, we're gonna finish ripping out this old AC system because it's junk. And go from there. So you know what's crazy is, I parked this thing in the paint booth for a while, and I guess because it's sealed up, all the aluminum, man, it's got like crazy oxidation on it, which I'm not too thrilled about. But anyways, forgot what I was even doing for a second. So, these are the factory lines that we redid. I don't know. We got a new one. Where are we going? Okay. So, look, we got the little one out here. She decided to show up today. So, we're really not gonna do a whole lot today. We're just gonna kind of finish this video by recapping what I've kind of done. I came in and I cut the core support so the radiator can sit further back. That way we have some more room for fans and maybe a future add-on. So, let's take a look at this list and see if we can mark anything off of it. So we got AC system, not done. Radiator fan, not done. Raised exhaust, not done, not done. Can we mark anything off this list? No? So we're making excellent progress on this car. We're just continuously taking stuff apart. But the radiator I have is this Frostbite. It's a 4-core. That's the old one that I put in there. And then this is the fan setup we got for it. It is a dual, I think 11-inch fan. Dual 11 spalls. I think it's spall, right? Yeah, spall. So we gotta do that. It does have a gap top and bottom. So I don't know if I'm just gonna leave it like that and try it like this, or if I'm gonna build a shroud for that attached, this shroud to attach to make it do all surface area. I don't know. Haven't really made up my mind with that, but that's the condenser from the other AC setup. I believe I might give Vintage Air a call tomorrow and get a different condenser for it, because I don't know, I just don't feel like using that one. But as I said before, I cut the core support to move the radiator, so I'm gonna let Shelby hold the camera for a second. I'll put the radiator in there so you can see where it sits now. So before, the radiator sat up here like that, in that general area. Now it sits a little higher, but it'll be a little further back like this. And I gotta make sure the hood clearance is good. So gonna have to address that. But for now, that's what we got going on with that. So that's our radiator situation. So I need to figure that out. Also, one thing I can take off the list, I can actually come right here and ball joints. I can do half done. You all right? I can say that. I did half. Because I did the ball joints on this side. Ball joints are good. I want to get new wheel bearings. The third member should be here this week. We should be getting axles this week. The rear end's getting powder coated. Leaf springs, everything should be here this week so we can start putting stuff together on this car instead of taking stuff apart. We are basically in the tear down stage of this car, but the main thing was I wanted to get this radiator cut, and then I'm gonna get it kind of in place, and I'm gonna put the hood on it, make sure it clears, because if not, I'm gonna have to like cut into the core support downward. And really don't want to do that because that's kind of what supports the fenders and everything. So I mean, you'll still have like the section underneath supporting it, but we'll see. We're getting there. So that's where we're at on this. It's not looking so hot, but we will get it. We will get this car done 110%. Guaranteed. Oh, and I still need to paint that. Need to do that. Got some stuff to do. So, till next time.